First opened in 2001. There's a look at Miller Park here in Milwaukee. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. First pitch forthcoming as Jose Reyes is set to go.
Leading off tonight for the Mets, shortstop Jose Reyes.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Shaw will take care of this one, and Reyes is retired to open up the ball game.
Batting second here tonight.
Here's Neil Walker.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The windup and the 0-1. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double. Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. In is Curtis Granderson. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And another foul ball. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. Granderson around first on his way to second. And he is into second with a two-out double. Here's Jay Bruce now. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here.
Jay Bruce.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Nope, that's a ball. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that one stayed up a little high. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 2-2. Another one sent foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. Big lead there at second. Now the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping in, number 10. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
And a good pitch 10. On the inside corner for strike 1. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Number 10 is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Ryan Braun comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. So striding in, number 7. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. Oh, pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Third baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
That's inside. 2-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santana is there, one away. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in.
Devin Mesoraco.
And that drilled him pretty good as the ball squirts off toward third. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. Standing in, number 45. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to settle in.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. At the plate, Domingo Santana. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Right fielder.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Popped high in the air. And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he sets him down swinging. Travis Shaw becomes out number 2 this inning. Orlando Arcia is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well.
A swing and a miss. That retires the. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the Mets.
So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the second baseman, Neil Walker. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Walker rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Conforto. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. First delivery to him on the way. Hey now.
That's old school baseball right there, boy. Woo! Last at bat, he hits a home run off him. This time, take the plate back. First pitch and knock him off the plate. That's old school. That's my plate.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Ready with the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 2-2. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Curtis Granderson is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Stephen Vogt. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Catcher, Stephen.
Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly by Walker, and he's set down, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Hernan Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he is working fast, and he wants that quick inning, just throwing a lot of strikes. Right now, 0-1. Again, I think he comes right after him and makes him swing the bat.
It's down for extra bases, and the Brewers have their first hit of the game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Striding into the box, Chase Anderson. And with a runner already in scoring position and one away, he is likely not to be bunting here. Runner at second here with one man out. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Hit to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Number 10. He went down swinging to start the home first. Chop foul wide of first. From the belt. Kicks and deals. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman number 19.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Bruce.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double. Striding in once again as Drupal Cabrera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a swing and a fly ball. Braun on the run, and they can't run it down. 0-1 pitch on its way, and a fastball just a bit high. Here it comes on 1-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, that pitch looks so good when you're hitting, but you're not going to catch up to it. I think pitchers should use that more often. The high fastball in the eyes, they will never catch up to it.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler down the line. Payoff pitch one more time. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Devin Mesoraco is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Santana. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Number 45.
So coming to the plate, number 45. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a sinker that didn't sink enough, just missed high.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He pulls this one into right. And the 2-out threat. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Left fielder.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting.
First pitch on its
Number
way.
7.
Number 7 is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
That's the advantage of having a good two-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. But swing just got it. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. 0-2 count, and the pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now
Into the
batting.
box, Travis
Third
Shaw.
baseman.
He was a strikeout
Travis
victim in his first
Shaw.
try. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Cespedes is going to have room out there as he trying to pick things up where he left off. Neil Walker.
Leading off with a
He's got a
match.
couple of doubles thus
Second
far,
baseman.
so we'll see if he can keep it
Neil
up.
Walker.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Anderson is there for it. He's got it one away.
The
Here's
left fielder,
Yoenis
number
Cespedes.
52.
1 for 2 with a
Yoenis
double on his line thus
Cespedes.
far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. 2-1 now to Cespedes. And he lays off again, ball 3.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Robert Becker is going to take over here in inning number 1.
Juan Lagares.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. He's running towards second. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounder down the line at third, and that's through for a hit. Ready for another shot now. Curtis
Right
Granderson.
fielder,
He doubled
Curtis
earlier in the game.
Granderson.
1 for 2 to this point. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Jay Bruce
your
now.
attention,
1 for 2 with a double.
Bench hitting for New York, number 4, Wilmer Flores. Now
Mark
pitching for the
Torres
Brewers,
comes on now
number
looking
15, Mark Torres.
action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana over to his right, and that's the third out. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
The shortstop.
And he lays off there 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Full count now. 3-2. Stephen Vogt is on deck. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Under this is Flores, and Wilmer's got it for the first out. Into the box now, Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Now at the plate. Hernan Perez. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you clearly have a guy scuffling right now on the mound. Look, he hit the last batter, and then he's falling behind here. As a hitter, you just got to sit there and look for one specific pitch before you swing.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And plenty of room out there for Granderson. And there are two away now. In now, Mark. Torres, first at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Ready now, number 10. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. 0-2. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. And that ends the inning. Jeremy Jeffress takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 32, Jeremy Jeffress.
Asdrubal Cabrera is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Braun will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting,
the catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Number 45. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Shaw is over near the railing as he ready once again. Ryan Braun comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Look out. 2-0 now. 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Hot shot down the line. To short, hit hard. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Josh Edgen takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 66.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Digging in once again, Domingo Santana. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Domingo
And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! And that brings up the left-handed hitting.
Third baseman, Travis Shaw.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off a bit much.
Mesoraco has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Fernando Salas.
Jonathan VR. Now pitching for New York.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Fernando Salas.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Up into the corner now. A fair ball. The relay. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Ready for another chance. Stephen Vogt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
On the move is Lagares. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding in once again, Jose Reyes. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Here it comes. Fouled straight back.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Now that's popped up. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out. Here's Neil Walker. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Walker.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back a guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Pitch on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The center fielder.
Here's Juan Lagares. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Lays off 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him. At the plate, Hernan Perez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame. Jesus Aguilar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Slapped hard the opposite way. Granderson is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, number 10. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he just misses with a curveball. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Ryan Braun now. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And a ball 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up. A.J. Ramos.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 40.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Granderson is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Jacob Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do.
Number 50.
Now action in the bullpen as they're closing. Curtis Granderson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Whoa, that'll get your attention. First pitch out of the bullpen, and it's a fastball inside, nearly hits the batter. Everybody's on edge right now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Standing in, number 7. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Domingo Santana is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Travis Shaw. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. In there, 1-1.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Lagares ranging back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends. The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in.
Catcher, Devin Mesoraco.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. But no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first. So stepping in, A.J. Ramos. And we'll likely see him square around to punt. Samuel Acevedo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Nobody out. Runner on first. Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. Corey Knebel comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And that misses inside 1-0. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in and looking for more, Neil Walker. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Walker waits on the 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there. Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
From the stretch, Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate as he watches ball one.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And a fastball just a bit up.
Oh, that was a big pitch right there. That was a swing count for me. Now the pressure's really mounting. You got the bases loaded in a tight game right here. He's got to deliver. He's got to throw strikes. As a hitter, you know he's got to come to you. All the pressure is on the pitcher right now.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here comes the first pitch. Juan Lagares is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Curtis Granderson waits on deck. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Santana over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Right fielder.
In is Curtis Granderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Tino. Sanchez.
Number 2, Tino Sanchez.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there. He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Again, he sends it out of play. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Looking to leave him loaded. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Boone is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Jerry's Familia.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Here comes another 0-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here. Into the box now.
catcher Stephen Vogt.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. And that one's wide to the mark, ball 3.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play.
14, second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hernan Perez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Villar is on his way home. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. Heading into the box. Manny Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Eric Goodell comes on now in an off. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Digging in, number 10. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Reyes. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Here's Ryan Braun. He'll be looking for
Ryan Braun.
As a look, now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count.
And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over. And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon.